And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense will be first on the attack. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of the defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, Dave.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Now facing a third and long. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Baylor.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking misser.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Hatchett. It's complete on the right side. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll try it over the left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Firing to the right, complete. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Bears!
Man, that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Looks it in at the 40. He gets a block. Touchdown, Baylor! Special teams proving to be special. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Hatchett. Fires left. It's complete. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one time for a solid pickup. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Second and short. Back to pass. He'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Bears are marching down the field. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. He'll try the left side. Found a little running room, and they... Stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Man, nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man in the middle. And there was lots some space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Back to pass, it's Hatchett. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Savage. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Ramsey. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears have their offense in high gear. Gets the back moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. Across the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick handoff. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. The Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Lets it fly. Caught near the sideline. It's Savage. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, September 28th, 1929, the first time USC and UCLA squared off on the gridiron. Here's how this year's edition finished up. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
To the air, it's Hatchett. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Slips through the line. Touchdown Bears! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
42, Cincinnati, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Complete in the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Hatchett. He's got him. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And it's right down the boulevard. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
And the Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
The Bearcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Got his man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Here's a quick throw out to... Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking left. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Makes the catch. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Hatchett. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Flips it out on the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Moving out of the pocket. Grabs it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Baylor! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll go to the ground. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes! Snowed under by the defense.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying the left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Bears line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Flips it out to the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
picked up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Bears send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own.
Here we go.
Off-play action on 1st down. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. A nice job by this D.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
This guy's been running hard all game long in the fourth quarter. Now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
Makes it past the marker. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Working on the right. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick catch on 3rd down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to slam it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Looking downfield, it's Hatchett. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Off the play fake on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's going to throw deep right side. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Grabs it inside the 15. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Dropping back, it's Hatchett. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.